Today we're reacting to Corey X Kenshin because Corey, I think it's only been 9 months now. Corey hasn't posted yet. Everybody misses Corey. We don't know where he is now. He's still probably in Tokyo. I don't know, but I'm back again doing spooky, scary Sunday, reacting to some of his videos. I'm on Spooky Scary Sunday 1, which is actually his second one. The other one I reacted to was a pilot. This one is called Never Go Hitchhiking. And I forgot what this video is actually about, but let's start. That's the wrong one.
Kind of early for the video, huh? Doesn't start for about, 3 more minutes. Wait. Don't leave yet. You might as well just hang out with me till it gets started. So I want to pitch you guys this idea, right? You see, I'm all cozied up. Got the little Voltron. Yeah, I'm not tall enough. I was getting cold here in Michigan. October's coming up, and I thought this would be a good time to implement a series where every Sunday we watch some scary videos. I was thinking something like Spooky Scary Sundays. But that's a mouthful. It might be a little too long. You know what you guys think of the
Might be
description.
a little too long, huh?
They can write in the description now, huh?
Oh.
You earned this one. Down in the comments,
Back then, the
hashtag
joke flew over my head
SSS.
because I was younger.
You guys remember when we reacted to that Llama Arts video where your boy got permission? Llama Arts herself, or himself, I don't know what you are, approved and gave us permission to react to their videos, so you don't gotta feel bad. I'm not stealing anything. I got permission. Conscience is clean. I'm thinking every
Okay.
weekend, every Sunday, we react to some
Llama
scary
Arts.
videos, some horror animations, creepypastas, whatever y'all want to do.
I hope I can react to this. Please let me react to this. I'm actually too busy to actually do anything. I'm always working. That's why that's why I only react to about 2 videos and then do videos other day. I was supposed to do video yesterday, but I had to do a little work. So I hope Llama Arts will make me react to this and don't hit on this video.
Some people don't understand how far that goes. And Samurai, we're trying to reach like 4 million subscribers before the end of the year. That'd be incredible.
4 mil. He really came a long way. How many subscribers he has now? 18.2 mil. That is
too much. Too much. Okay. Let's put this back. Too much? I'll just take a water. Alright guys, let's get this started. We got a couple more videos to react to. Got Momo in the back here. Momo, don't even try today. If you want to do your freaking intro, you're gonna have to... How many more times do I gotta sit through that? Alright guys, so this first one is called Fishing Stories Animated. Now, Llama Arts, I'm a big fan. I'ma just say this. So there's no misunderstandings, nothing's getting misconstrued, alright? Your link's down in the description. Llama Arts said that they like my videos, so let's get it. Daryl's...
I can't put links in the descriptions.
Okay.
Please don't copyright me. Copyright strike me or something. I can't put links in the descriptions because I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet.
So people would once in a blue moon go
But
fishing there as well.
you know,
It was usually me by myself though. I had dug a pole into the ground where I would tie
I'll
a
probably
noose
put
to
the
and
name
from my small kayak.
in the description if I
I'd
find
say
the
it was
name.
about
It's
3
in
in
the
the
name of
afternoon
this.
when I rowed out to the middle of the pond, the sweet spot for getting a decent catch. There was
Relaxing.
another person coming out from the trees.
Oh,
I waved
heck
at him
no!
and gave him a
Okay, I'm not gonna be pausing it today, but is that John Scare Spectre?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Stairs here. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Stairs here.
coming out from the trees. I waved at him and gave him a smile. He hopped into a small boat floating by the edge of the pond and began to row over to me.
I'm gonna start rolling
As he
back.
got close enough where trying to speak to him wouldn't come off as obnoxious, I gave him a friendly, "Perfect day, isn't it?" "Yes, absolutely," he said.
I
He
don't
didn't
trust
say
you.
anything after that, and I started to feel a bit awkward, as if I were obligated to keep some kind of conversation rolling now.
I hate that feeling.
"So, you come out here to throw some lines?" I asked. "No, I don't actually fish."
What the freak are you doing out here?
"Well, it's never a bad day to relax on the pond," I said. He continued to row closer to me until his boat collided with mine, creating a big thud.
Are you
I'm
serious?
genuinely uncomfortable now.
Yo, look at his face. This
So
big
face.
old pond out here, and you just want to roll? It's like when dudes go in the bathroom. It's like 50 stalls.
And they come right
You
beside
go to
you.
one random one, you know, somewhere down the side. And then somebody come in and come to the stall right next to you. It's all this room in here.
I didn't feel threatened, just weirded out.
Nah,
I was only
get
24
away from
years
me.
old. This guy looked like he was late 40s or 50s. There was an awkward silence. I tried to just act like I was focused on trying to make a catch, but by now that wasn't even on my
I'm
mind.
getting out the...
This guy was weird. I didn't know what he wanted, and I was uncomfortable being so close to him. I felt him looking at me, or at least in my direction, as I faced halfway to the opposite direction of him. I took a quick glance to my right. Yeah, he was staring at me. I
Hey, what you doing over there? Catching a little fish?
decided to be ballsy and lock eye contact with him. After about 4 seconds, he looked away.
Nah,
"So, where are you from?" I asked him.
Why is he trying to talk to him?
"Up there."
I'd start rolling and go
Pointed
back
behind
home. I
himself in
wouldn't
the
stay there.
direction of the woodsy hill leading past the dirt road. "Oh, you live by Suffolk?" I asked. No, I'm not," he said.
Where do you live?
"What made you decide to come out here?" I said. "Why not?" I continued to try and uncomfortably fill the awkward silences that kept coming up.
Leave.
His responses were dry. He didn't contribute anything to what was barely a conversation.
For real. Like some girls nowadays.
Hey,
Just
how you
try.
doing, girl? Okay.
They're not doing anything with half a smile on his face,
I just
looking
said
either
that
at
too.
me or in my general direction throughout. I was creeped out. My heart was racing at this point.
Leave.
Go as far as saying that I was nervous for my life. We were surrounded by trees in all directions in the middle of the pond.
Dude.
I started to row a bit closer to land,
Yeah,
but in a
there you
very
go.
low-key kind of way, trying to play it off as me just trying to find a better spot to find some fish.
Don't follow me.
I was horrified when I saw he was following me.
Oh my god.
"What a great day, huh?" I felt a shake in my voice. I got close enough to the edge of the pond where I finally told the man, "I think I'm going to call it a day."
Yeah.
I turned to see his reaction. He was still staring at me, but his smile was gone now.
What do you want?
"I can't let you leave," he said.
Oh, no.
He lifted his flannel to expose a handgun sticking out of his jeans pocket.
Jump
As
up
soon
and
as I
run.
could process what I was looking at, I dove out of the boat for land, ran the whole
Yes.
half-mile uphill through the woods back to my house, and locked every door and window as soon as I made it home. I pulled down the blinds to the
Get a
dining
weapon.
room window, leaving it open just a crack for peeking outside undetected. It started to get dark out, and I left every light in the house off, still peeking out to the front yard, making sure I wasn't followed.
Nah, I'm going
The
to
time
a
came when
hotel.
I finally decided I wasn't followed. I realize now, like you, that not calling the police
At least get a
immediately was a
weapon.
huge
You can't
mistake.
just sit down there with
I kept
nothing.
my bedroom windows open to let the room air out. My bedroom was on the second floor, so I wasn't worried about being watched through the window. About half an hour after shutting the light and falling under the covers, I heard the sound of leaves crunching from outside.
No! He found your house?
I sat up to hear it more clearly. It was definitely something walking around out there. Normally I would assume it was a deer or a bear, but after what just happened, I would...
Y'all know what time it is, right? Don't look at me confused.
Shotgun.
Y'all know what time it is. My man is outside the window. It's only one thing I can do. It's only one thing I can do.
I go downstairs, get all the pots I got in the kitchen. I start throwing them at him at the top window.
I got something for you. You want to be outside my window? You about to get this buckshot, baby boy. Now what you trying to do? Y'all think I be playing over here? Let somebody.
Still in paranoia mode. I sat up as still as a statue, except for my shaking out of fear, waiting as the sounds of the steps stopped. Hey buddy, you up there? Are you trying to sleep? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. I felt like 100 pounds just fell directly onto my chest. It was the same voice. I knew it right away.
He's playing
I didn't make a
games with
sound.
him.
I crept out of the room quietly downstairs to the kitchen and grabbed the phone, practically crawling on my way out to avoid being seen through the open blinds. I called 911 like I should have earlier in the temporary safety of my bedroom. I made sure to whisper into the phone as I was still hoping that he hadn't yet heard or spotted me. 20 minutes felt like an hour as I sat behind my bed, waiting for the police to arrive in constant fear that I would hear glass breaking from downstairs, or a thud on the back door, or even just a voice again from down below my window outside. The police did a thorough investigation of the property in nearby woods, turning up nothing. They
Dang.
suggested I stay with a friend or a family member for a few days.
You gotta
and
move.
So I did.
You gotta
Get
move
comfortable.
now.
I never heard from or saw the man again. But I
Uh-huh.
still moved a month later. I couldn't deal with the constant fear and paranoia of being watched through my windows.
Thank you for
I feel
having
much
common
more
sense.
comfortable fishing out by the bay now.
Well, I thought it
Get
was
killed
him.
by something else? Yo, that story was lit. Alright guys, this next one is called Hitchhiking Horror Stories Animated. I am an avid non-supporter of hitchhiking. Hitchhiking Horror Stories.
3 months after I turned 16 in 2005, I got my first car, a '99 Toyota Camry. On a warm Saturday night, when my friend
Whipping.
Alex invited me over to one of his friend's big parties, I knew I wouldn't be in a condition to drive the Camry home afterward. So
Right.
we carpooled with Alex's girlfriend, Brianna. We lived in the countryside of Virginia, meaning less big parties. Meaning when there was a big party, it was a huge deal and everyone would go. We lived about 5 to 10 minutes away from this kid's house. I knew where he lived as I was acquainted with him, but not exactly friends. The whole ride
Not a
there, we
good
took
idea
the
to go.
same 2-lane highway type road through the woods, and this kid's house was actually on this road further down. At certain points on this road, there were a few houses on either side, and then it would just go back to being a long, empty highway again.
Okay.
The house was tiny, like a lot of houses around the area, but the party was held outside anyways, since his closest neighbors were relatively far away, and noise wasn't an issue.
Dope. Let's get
I'll
it.
skip most of the party up until the point that Brianna, who was supposed to be our designated driver, had to suddenly leave for a small family emergency. Alex
Okay.
said it was fine and that we'd find a ride home. Well, fast forward another few hours and another few drinks, and I could barely even walk straight.
Hey.
I checked my watch, and it was like 2 in the morning. I figured it was time to go. I started looking for Alex, but I couldn't find him anywhere. In fact, it seemed like everybody I knew had already left.
Oh no.
Nah.
I could barely even think straight, but I was still furious
I'd go in
at
the
the
house
fact
and
that
sleep.
Alex could have actually
I
left
wouldn't even
without
care. I
me.
would go into the house and sleep.
I asked to use the party host's phone and dialed Alex's home number. After 2 tries, I gave up and then realized I shouldn't wake his family up. So,
Bro.
literally not knowing what else to do,
That's stupid. Just keep
kind
ringing.
of friend you go to a party with where he'd leave and forget about you? It's 2 a.m. Narrator is toasted. He can't drive home. He don't know nobody else at the party. If y'all ever go to a party and you drunk and you just can't get a ride home, you don't got cash for Uber, call me before you hitchhike, all right? Oh, you need my cell phone number? All right, it's 73 800
300 and five.
Today,
Yeah.
I dizzily stepped out onto the road and began walking back home.
I missed
I
those
knew this
old
walk would take
commercials.
anywhere from half an hour to an hour in my condition.
Dang.
Maybe after 15 minutes of walking down the road, the slight shine of car headlights on the road was fading in from behind me. Jumping for joy inside, I lifted up my arm and stuck out my thumb.
Why?
As the car neared, it slowed down and came to a
You
stop.
never
right
know
next
who
to
is pulling up.
The man driving the '98 Ford Explorer rolled down the window and asked, "Where you headed?" I told him my house was just down the road and beyond a right turn, probably slurring my words beyond
You
comprehension.
know he drunk.
He chuckled and told me to hop in. I thanked him and joyously hopped into the truck. I was exhausted, and I remember completely disregarding things the guy was asking me because I was so close to just passing out. And that's what happened.
No.
The memories of being in that truck turned to a fog, as I'm sure I passed out.
He passed out in his car?
You don't know where he can bring you.
This dude can take him
The
anywhere.
next thing I remember, I woke up still in the moving truck. The guy looked at me and laughed, but didn't say anything. I looked around
You
and
laughing
realized
at?
the road we were on wasn't familiar. I nervously asked, where are we going?
I just said that you
Son,
don't know where
So
the
what were you
person will
doing out
bring
this
you.
late anyway?
I mean, if
Answer
you're
my
drunk, you
question.
can't
As the
really
man answered
control
my
if
very
you fall asleep.
straightforward question
But
with
if I was
another
drunk, I would be
irrelevant
really
question, the
scared and I
sobering
wouldn't
reality
fall.
of the
I probably would
situation
fall
hit
asleep
me.
for a second and wait like that.
You can let me out anywhere, I told the man. The man
You have no
responded
idea
with a
where you
firm
are.
No. I felt like
No.
throwing up as he said that. No, I really actually felt like I was going to throw up.
Well,
I started
it.
to gag as I felt more and more nauseous by the second.
yeah.
The man took his eyes off the
Barf.
road to look at me, and that's when I thought of the perfect distraction.
Just
Yeah,
I
vomit.
turned in his direction as I continued to gag, and he started to kind of lean away and slow down the car.
He's like, oh. He kidnapped some dude. He started freaking barfing. He's like, oh, dude next to him. Constant starts spazzing. My dude be like, oh, oh, oh.
Thankfully, I drank as much as I did because I finally threw up and made a point of doing it all over the man's lap. The man yelled in frustration and stopped the car, and that's when I took it upon myself to run for my life into the woods and duck behind a few bushes.
He hit him with the throw up
The man
finesse.
came following into the woods with a flashlight, and on 2 separate occasions, he shined the light straight over me without noticing. Eventually, I heard his footsteps walk even further into the woods past me. That
Take
was
his
when I
car,
ran back to his
yeah.
truck, but unfortunately, he was smart enough to lock it.
Oh, freak.
By
Why
some
is he out
miracle,
here
I saw
looking?
another car approaching in the distance, and I ran out into the middle of the street, waving my arms like a lunatic.
Yes.
The car tried to
They could
avoid
be a
me,
killer,
but I
though.
wouldn't let it. They were forced to stop, and I yelled at them to help me before they came back. Once I told them that I was kidnapped by the man who was driving that Ford Explorer, the driver agreed to give me a lift.
Okay.
Not to the police station or anything, but to my house. I made it back safely, where I couldn't thank the driver enough.
Thank you.
I immediately woke up my parents and told them. My dad wanted to know if I got his tag number. And then I felt like punching myself in the face. I failed to get the simplest information from the guy that would have allowed me to actually properly report him.
Dang.
I mean,
All
you
knew
was
that he
scared
drove a
and you
faded
wanted to
blue
leave, so
99
I
Ford
would. I
Explorer.
probably would have made that mistake too.
Thought it
I
was
made
red.
sure to give Alex a piece of my mind, and part of me always held a grudge against him ever since, just for abandoning me at a party without telling me.
When I see you at school tomorrow, you getting creamed. Take that as you will.
I haven't seen him in 4 years now, however, and this was actually the first time I even thought about this incident for almost a year now. As time goes on, even the worst of memories may start to fade, but after writing this to share with the internet, it's once again fresh in my mind.
Oh, it is.
Music. Yo, clap that up. Llama Arts and Mr. Nightmare, which I learned is the narrator, or the narrator. It's like a two-hit combo. Mr. Nightmare is dope at the freaking narration, and then Llama Arts just brings it to life. Y'all want to do one more? All right, let's just do one more. I don't know how long Spooky Scary Sundays videos are gonna be. This is just the first episode of the series, all right? If y'all want a weekly, Spooky Scary Sundays, like button down there. This last story is called Babysitting Stories.
I would say
It was during a blizzard in Valley Stream. I was getting paid $250 to watch some couple's kid while they
like
went
button
away
right
from
down
the
there, you know, but
His name was Matthew. This
not a
took
lot
place
of
on the first night,
subscribers
which was
to
a
do that.
Friday night. Matthew was already supposedly
if
asleep while I was in the living room watching
you
a
aren't
movie.
subscribed
I
yet,
got a knock at the door
What the frick is you watching?
and looked at the clock. It was close to midnight. There was no way I was opening it.
subscribe.
Not even 10 seconds later,
Oh my
the
god!
sound of
Could you imagine it being like midnight and then somebody just at your freaking front door like,
I heard the sound of 2 or 3 men angrily.
It's not like people getting killed outside.
Ten seconds later, I heard the sound of 2 or 3 men angrily banging on the door,
2 or
telling me
3?
to open up. I felt like
many
my heart
doors
was
is
about
out
to
there?
snap. I took a peek through the blinds, and there was somebody standing right on the other side of the window.
Oh,
oh my
I
god.
fell back in fear, and after managing to get back on my feet, I ran to the kitchen phone first thing to call the police. They said because of the weather, it could take a while for an officer to get here. I was told
Boy.
to take the child and hide somewhere until an officer arrived. They wanted to keep me on the line, but I wasn't thinking clearly in the heat of the moment and hung up. However, it wasn't until I ran through the living room that I realized the banging had stopped.
What?
I took a second peek through the living room window. Nobody was there now.
lock the
Oh my
windows.
gosh, where are they? Oh!
I heard the sound of glass
You
shattering
did.
from a few rooms over. My knees started to feel weak.
Did they have
as
a
I realized
upstairs?
they had
Go
just
upstairs,
broken
jump through the window,
and
and
were
start
about to
running.
climb into the house. I had to
You
run to
back
get
home?
Matthew. I couldn't just leave without him.
Oh,
Of
he has
course,
a little
when I got
brother.
upstairs, there was no time left to run back downstairs, as I already heard footsteps and laughter coming from downstairs.
Oh my
I covered
god.
Matthew's mouth with my hand.
Take
as
your
I
brother
ran
by
with
the
him into
leg,
his
throw you
toy
through the
closet.
window, and jump through the window too.
A few minutes dragged on to what felt like half an hour as we sat there in the dark closet. Matthew began to squeal as footsteps on the carpet
Shut your
reached the
mouth
outside
up!
of his bedroom
I would
door.
have.
There was more than one person.
Would be so scared to accidentally knock him in his mouth.
No.
Probably
There
would
weren't
cry
many
out
places
louder.
No.
to hide in this room.
Oh my gosh.
I was actually reflecting on my whole life, so sure I was gonna die. We heard the sound of a police siren outside, even from in the closet, and then I heard one of the men in the room mutter, "Aw, sh." I opened the door back up as I heard at least 3 pairs of footsteps hurriedly rushing down.
So 3.
The police got there in about a hot 7 seconds. Let that had been Detroit, Michigan. Good luck. We'll be there in about 35, 45 minutes.
Days, not
We didn't
no,
get far, as
not
the police
minutes,
later found the
days.
footprints in the backyard, leading to our shed. There were 5 men in total, and they were all arrested.
5. Oh, this
Oh,
one's creepy.
5.
Right, his name is Maxie. I already know. Guys, that's gonna do
I
it
thought it
for
was
this
3.
week's Spooky Scary Sunday.
What they even
Some of
want?
those stories give you the creeps, so it's time to go to bed now. I'm outside the window. Let me know down in the comments.
It's
if
daytime,
my
so I am
guys
really
enjoyed
scared.
the series.
And I love horror
Smash that like
movies.
button.
They don't really bother me
That's
like
the
that.
best indication. Also, give me some suggestions. If you guys got any other scary videos, go to Twitter, okay? This is the only way for me
If
to
he
find
posts-
hashtag SSS, which is
If he
Spooky
posts,
Scary
I will-
Sundays, right? First, follow me on Twitter.
If you,
At Corey King. At
I have
Corey
Twitter,
Kitchen,
so I follow he on
hashtag
Twitter.
SSS, and then just leave
If
a link
he
to a scary
asks,
video that
I
can
will
react to.
find
And
one
I'll
and
see
send
you
one in.
real
And if he
soon.
reacts to it,
So, Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Give sure to subscribe to say stuff like that. Subscribe to
I
that.
want a million likes if you ever react to my video.
Cause my name is Gary Cajun. You know what I'm saying?
Now the old intro. Oh shit. Anyways, that's the end of Spooky Scary Sundays. Sunday for this week. I had a little fun, so oh my god, what am I doing? Anyways, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and bye. Bye bye.